You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Thank you, Steve Miller Band. Great song. Time management, getting more time, slowing time down. You want all that? I think it's time we talk about time.
I need a boost. I need a daily boost. I need a boost. I need a daily boost.
Everybody needs a daily boost because life gets in the way. We get knocked down. We have to stand up, take a step, and repeat and try to figure out how to do it with a positive attitude. But, some days it's hard to be really positive. I'm always positive about it. But, man, sometimes you're in everything we can do, right? But it's okay. Hang out with me because I'm going to be there with you. We just drag through it. We just make it happen, okay? My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you here today. New theme song. Getting some good comments. Getting a few that are, I had the old theme song 18, 19 years. So the old dogs that have been with me forever, like, yeah, the new one's okay, but I like the old one. That's okay. And the new people are saying, yeah, I kind of like it, man. It's a little country for me, but I like country right now. Don't worry. I'll probably change again in the future just to have some fun. But if you would like to weigh in or even just get to know me a little bit, really the only social media place, you can get me two places. Hey, Scott Smith at Instagram, or join my Facebook group. Just go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook and join that group and tag me. And I will see your message and I will talk to you. I'm that kind of guy. So the reason I want to go down the time road today, it's because people that are high performance individuals, people that actually have dreams and goals and want to go do some pretty cool stuff. And I say pretty cool because it doesn't have to be big. I mean, I'm not talking about people that I need to make $1 million next year. That's fine if you want to. But to some people, cool stuff is I just need to spend more time with my family. But in any case, this time of year, people are really thinking about getting control of time because we have a forced break coming up. I mean, once we get to Thanksgiving and Christmas, things kind of change a little bit. It becomes a different world. Whatever our time was being taken up with in the past 10 months is going to change now. So a lot of thought in this area. And there's another thing. This is the old dog wisdom. This is the wisdom espresso kind of thing. You might be saying right now to yourself, wow, is it almost Thanksgiving again? Is it almost Christmas again? That went fast. I have a birthday coming up. They're going faster every single year. I do not like this birthday. I didn't like last year. I haven't liked the last 15 birthdays, but what can I do about it, right? If you were 5 years old, you wouldn't be saying, is it Christmas again? You'd be saying, when's Christmas going to get here? It's been so long. Because when you're 5 years old relative to a year, that's like Years a long time. But when you're 40 or 50 or 60 years old, a year's like flies by. Time is one of those things, right? But most days we seem to get things done. Whatever your to-do list or your did I do it list, whatever's on that list of things to get done, all the stuff that you got to get done today. And if you don't, the world's going to come to an end. You don't get half of it done. The world still does not come to an end. I got news for you. The world doesn't come to an end. Well, maybe no someday. But when you come to an end, when your time runs out, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, world keeps on ticking. We got to get control of this, right? So I know that I'm not the only human on the planet to have figured this out. I know you're a smarty pants too, and you have figured out how time works in real life. Whether you're using it, whether you're paying attention to it or not, I don't know. We'll talk about that today a little bit. Now, if you're a smarty pants, like I said, and maybe you went to college, I think about 78, 80% of the people that listen to this program went to college or university trained. Amazingly, most of my clients are MBAs and PhDs, which wigs me out because I started life as a disc jockey. But you know, we all have smarts in a different way. My first principles were basically about which donut flavor do I like on a Saturday morning. Long time ago. So when you think about time, there are a few ways to kind of think this through. First off, when you run as fast as you possibly can to get things done, busy all day long, your time goes fast. Things get done, but time flies by. When you fill every single minute of the day, there is never enough time to do the things that you really want to do that make your heart sing. And if you're like me, that eventually will lead you to some sabotage. You get tired of it, right? You want to do some fun things for yourself. It's a never-ending cycle. You may be caught up in that right now. But don't miss the point of what I just said. When you go fast, everything goes fast. The days, the weeks, the years, your life flies by when you do that. That's how Christmas got here so fast, or New Year's, or Thanksgiving, or even my birthday. November 21st, by the way, should you want to send $1 million gifts. On the other hand, when you slow down, when you hold space for yourself, things change. Holding space, it's when you say, okay, this is my day. No matter what's going on, this is what I'm going to be doing. When you focus on results relevant to your goals, deeply focus, time slows down and you get good stuff done. You also magically find lots of free time, all the time you'll ever need. In fact, you'll look around and say, okay, I've done all my stuff today and the day's only a quarter done. When you slow down, when you go into deep focus mode, everything else slows down. Now, why does that happen?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Well, first, this may sound a little familiar because if you've ever studied Einstein's special theory of relativity, he determined, right, time is what? It's relative. In other words, the rate at which time passes depends on your frame of reference or your focus. Now, this time of year, it could be relative too. Yes, Scott, my relatives are coming to visit. Time is going to go really slow. Yeah, see, it works. What is your frame of reference? Do it again. A theory of relativity. As he determined, time is relative. In other words, the rate at which time passes depends on your frame of reference or your focus. Now, in our case, I'm not asking whether you are moving fast or slow. I want to know where you're focused on the essential things in life that matter to you. When you do that, everything else disappears. Time slows down and you enjoy your day like you were born to. Now, I know you're busy, and depending on your stage of life right now, you may have kids, you may be right in that career stage, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You're just running fast all the time. And hey, boomer, you don't understand me. Yeah, I do. Actually, I do. I do the same thing. And if I'm not careful, I fall into it these days. I am not retired. I am not slowing down. I look around me at people my age and say, what are you doing? You finally got smart and you're going to sit down and do nothing? You're silly. Lazy boy guy called me the other day and said, we got your chair ready for you. I said, get out of here. Get off my property. I know it's busy, guys. I do. Benjamin Hardy. Have you read Benjamin's work? He's got a book, Science of Scaling, and he just released a book. You can get it as a podcast, actually. It's called Time as a tool. So it's it's an audiobook that he put out as a podcast. And I love Ben's work. I love him because he's a occupational psychologist, and he cites everything he does. So I can read his book, I can get his theory, then I can track it down and go, oh yeah, I thought that too, but he gave me the smart stuff, so now I know it works. One thing he talks about in time as a tool is setting extreme goals. Now, an extreme goal is something really, really, really big. That's something where it is so big it almost scares you. We've talked about these before. I call them big S goals because that's how I talk. And you set something so big to the point that you almost can't even imagine yourself doing it, but yes, you probably can. But there's another trick to it. The other trick is to compress the timeline. So most people I know, I just got off a phone a little bit ago, and he set an extreme goal, a very big goal, and set a 10-year timeline. I said, well, that's silly. How about 5? I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Well, what if you could? He said, well, I probably could do it. So how about 3? He said, oh man, I don't know. How about 1? See, if you follow Ben Hardy's work, you'll know that as you begin to set that filter, as he will say, as you set this big goal way out in the future, there's only certain things that you can do as you work from that goal back into your real life. There's only certain things that you can do actually to get it done because you don't have enough time. So you are forced into a state of deep work. So when we have a big thing we're going after, whatever it happens to be for you, it could be your family, it could be your kids, it could be your job, it could be making money, and you set this huge goal, and then you compress that time down that forces your focus into a place, and your focus where it's focused, what happens? Yeah. It's your frame of reference, your focus. So when we take something that's really big and exciting we're working on, and then we compress the time down, it forces us to go into deep work mode. And in deep work mode, time slows down. So I know this is theoretical to you right now. You're like, there's no possible way, but you know it's true because when you're in a deep work mode out fishing or just hanging out watching the sunset, things like that, you know time just slows down. It's like the day just goes on and on and on. You're just focused on yourself. So don't rush around. Time goes too fast. Find ways to get yourself slowed down. And the quick, easy way to do that is to be working towards something in a very compressed time frame and forcing your focus, getting rid of the busy of life. All right. See if you can make that work today. I'll see you tomorrow right here. Daily Boost.